The CV-90 is a family of Swedish infantry fighting vehicles. The CV-90 has been developed since 1984 by Hägglunds, a British BAE Systems company, at the request of the Swedish Army as a family of multi-purpose vehicles on a single chassis. Serial production of the CV-90 began in 1993. A total of about 1,170 vehicles in various modifications have been produced, most of which have been exported to other countries. In addition to several variants of the BMP, a number of specialised armoured combat vehicles have also been developed on the basis of the CV-90, including a light tank with a 120mm smoothbore gun. Norwegian, Danish and Swedish CV-90s were used in combat operations during the war in Afghanistan. The CV-90's armour hull and turret are made of rolled steel armour plates using a spaced armour pattern. In addition to the main armour, the vehicle can be fitted with composite armour modules from various manufacturers and active protection systems to increase the level of protection. Denmark purchased the Mexus armour kit to modify the CV-9035 MKE, supplementing it with the Barracuda camouflage system and the L-Rod armour grille set. At the same time, the CV-9030N is equipped with an electronic jamming system that interferes with radio and mobile telephony frequencies, which ensures the disruption of remote detonation of radio-controlled improvised explosive devices. The Netherlands. The Mk3 of the Netherlands is similar in configuration to the Danish Armed Forces. The external difference is that the Netherlands CV-9035 Mk3 is fitted with RUAG Land Systems mounted armour. The Netherlands has purchased 184 sets of Roof Pro P horizontal protection modules and 100 sets of Side Pro vehicle side protection modules. The new set of hinged armour has enhanced the protection of the BMP against ammunition from the upper hemisphere, increased mine resistance, and provided protection against armour-piercing kinetic ammunition. The weight of the mounted passive protection kit is 6 tons. Mine-resistant underbody protection and explosion-proof separate troop seats are already being incorporated into the MKE as standard. The vehicle is equipped with the multifunctional DAS, Defensive Aid Suite, optoelectronic suppression system developed by Hägglunds, which includes laser detection sensors and jamming equipment. The CV-9040 is the main variant for the Swedish Army with a weapon system based on the Bofors L7040mm automatic cannon. A number of improvements were made to the design already at the stage of deploying the BMP's serial production. In early 2001, the Swedish Defence Ministry's Logistics Directorate signed a SEK 200 million contract to supply passive protection kits for the CV-9040. The passive protection was fitted to 55 infantry fighting vehicles, for which the vehicles were sent to the Alvis Hägglunds plant in Orreskuldvik, northern Sweden, where the armour kits supplied by the German company IBD were assembled. The kit includes hinged modules for passive protection of the vehicle's frontal, side, underbody and turret. Shrapnel-proof pads were also installed on the inner surface of the armour. These BMPs were delivered to the troops in 2002 for use as part of the Swedish Rapid Reaction Force. The latter are intended to participate in the EU Coalition Rapid Reaction Force since 2003. The designation of the basic modification is 9040A, while the improved versions of the vehicle are designated 9040B and 9040B1. They correspond to the installation of hardware and software that allowed the gun to be equipped with a new 40mm 3P multifunctional ammunition. The latest upgrade to the 9040C modification of the Swedish Army's CV-90 infantry fighting vehicle fleet has allowed the vehicle to be used in foreign theatres. Along with the strengthening of armour protection, the thermal imaging channel of the Universal Tank and Anti-Aircraft Fire Control System sighting system was upgraded. The optical channel is equipped with a protective laser filter. 42 vehicles were upgraded to the 9040C standard. Soldiers of the 21st Independent Mechanized Brigade in the Limanskoye direction are working under heavy Russian tank fire. Enemy tanks are actively working on the positions of Ukrainian infantrymen on the front line. When there are height differences, you can't work off anything, explains Igor, a unit commander of the 21st Independent Mechanized Brigade. To support its infantry, the unit now has Swedish CV 90S, which are in service with NATO countries. Ukraine's defenders speak of the NATO beast in extremely positive terms. If you compare it with BMP-1, BMP-2, it's like a Mercedes with a Zaporožets. There are 2 sheets of armor here. They fired back and closed the hatches again, says one of the brigade's fighters. The soldiers note that the BMP can operate at night. It is not visible in thermal imaging. The Barracuda defense system is attached on top. They also note how quiet this vehicle is. This vehicle can start stealthily, drive away, and after 200 meters, you can't hear it at all, says Sergei, press officer of the 21st UMBR. The military notes that the Swedish BMPs are much more comfortable and do a good job of taking care of the most important thing, people. The most striking thing here is the care for people. If Soviet BMPs, I'll be honest, were inexpensive equipment for an inexpensive crew, it's quite different here. This is expensive equipment, but the most expensive thing in it is people, the press officer remarks. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. There will be many more interesting videos.